I just want to talk about this. This is Massive's X account. I missed this post the other day. This was posted on the 18th. Agents, we've seen rumors that Julian Garrity has left Ubisoft. That's far from true. They go on to say Julian is still with us as executive producer for the Division franchise, leading a creative vision for the Division 2, Resurgence, Survivors, and the Division 3. We can't wait to share what's ahead. I ain't heard anything about that at all. First, I just seen this before. First, I even heard of it. Let me just switch to recording scene. There we go. So yeah, and then earlier on, just as we went live earlier on, I saw this one, and we'll go through the comments as well. Massive says 2 hours ago they put this out. As part of our ongoing evolution and long-term planning, we have recently realigned our teams and resources to strengthen our roadmap, ensuring our continued focus on the Division franchise and the technologies, including Snowdrop and Ubisoft Connect, that power our games. To support this transition responsibly, we introduced a voluntary career transition program, giving eligible team members the opportunity to take their next career step on their own terms, supported by a comprehensive package that includes financial and career assistance. Massive Entertainment remains fully committed to our roadmap and to creating great experiences for players around the world, including the Division 2, the Division 2 Survivors, the Division Resurgence, and the Division 3. These projects continue with strength, focus, and ambition, and we look forward to sharing more in the future. What does that mean? Why are they putting that out? So my initial thought is 100% layoffs for that second paragraph, right? That's what that's about. Transitioning people into a new career, whether that's to continue with Massive or whatever, comprehensive package, compensation, or whatever they need to pay to lay them off. Then I guess be thinking, well, what does that mean for the Division then? Because they're talking about the Division franchise and really going full ham at that, basically. So the comments kind of, have we got Road Gold there? Got hello. Not sure how I feel about this. This is very sad. Strange way of saying layoffs. I think the trend is that it does look like they're laying people off. Massive, which is kind of strange when they're talking about the Division 2, the Division 2 Survivors, the Division 3. And then a few days ago, there's rumors about Julian Garrity leaving. So there's obviously been something going round, and there's layoffs or something. I just thought we'd have a read and I'd share my views on this, because I do have views on this. And I think people... I don't think it's something to be too concerned about in regards to the Division. There's going to be a lot of shit in the comments as well. There always is. I don't like reading comments on X because some people are stupid. But yeah, it's definitely a concern because we love this game, right? Why? We don't want to see layoffs at all. We don't want to see that. We want, yeah, that's a horrible thing. And what I think. So remember Massive a few years back took on some other big projects. You can see it right here. Star Wars Outlaws, Avatar. So they took on teams of people to work on Avatar, to work on Star Wars. And I think a lot of these people did move on to start working on the Division 3 as well, as my guess. If I'm reading between the lines, as much as it does mean layoffs, I'm partially thinking maybe they are solely focusing on the Division 2 now again. They've expanded to other games like Avatar and Star Wars, and the layoffs might be to do with that potentially. Too big a team, no other projects apart from the Division. Because the way they worded again, they remain fully committed to our roadmap and creating a great experience for all the Division games. And as part of our ongoing evolution and long-term planning, they're realigning our teams. So it does sound like that. It sounds like they're realigning the focus to just the Division franchise. So the teams of people they had that potentially were working on Star Wars and Avatar might not be needed no more. There's no other project beyond the Division they're going to fully focus on what is in the division, be it the Division 2, Survivors, Resurgence, and Division 3. Yeah, as far as interesting. Sounds like to me they're expanding on the Division franchise, but other areas are having layoffs. Exactly how yeah, Grady, exactly how it sounds to me. I just seen it before we went live, and I just been thinking through the stream. I was like, what does this mean? Like this, it sound they're doing they're pointing it out in a way I got trained to put out bad news. Good news, bad news, good news. It's something I got trained years and years ago when I was in a job, and they trained us on how to deliver bad news. And you start with good, you deliver the bad, you finish with good. So they followed that format in that. But it sounds like that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like potentially, which could just be good news for us as Division fans, right? It sounds like potentially massive tunnel visioning on the Division franchise now. There's not going to be any more Star Wars Outlaws popping up or Avatar Frontiers of Pandora popping up. They are solely focused on the Division franchise again. That's what it sounds like to me, which is sad because it does also sound like a lot of people are going to potentially be losing their jobs and having to be laid off and find other opportunities. That's definitely confirmed in that middle sentence. So it's sad to hear that. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm kind of with hello there. Not sure how to feel about it. Great that the tunnel visioning on the Division. I like that. We love the Division. We want that. But sad that people are going to be having to find new career paths if they don't fit into that mold. They're trying to make it sound bad, but everyone knows layoffs are no matter. Yeah, that's for sure. Like in recent times, layoffs are given right now in the gaming industry. Especially with Ubisoft, everything they've been through the last year, there's been a lot of adjustments. There's been a lot of replanning. There's been a lot of business model change and direction, and it goes without saying that there's layoffs and stuff. But yeah, it's a roundabout way of saying there are layoffs, but also I think they are trying to make it very clear that a big focus of theirs is still the Division franchise. That's what I'm taking from it. I'm taking massive on now full flow on the Division. So no more sidetracked, no more Avatar, no more Star Wars. It is Division focused. It's be interesting. I'm interested in hearing this bit from the post before. They can't wait to share what's ahead. I can't wait to see this roadmap for what's ahead, because the roadmap of what's ahead is definitely further to Division 2 content. We kind of already know what's coming for the Division 2. There's some big seasons this year in Year 7, some big changes, some great changes. The game's the best state it's ever been in. We've got Resurgence. We've got Survivors. So there's that. When's that landing? So what else is coming to the Division 2? What is Survivors? When's Resurgence being released? And give us more on the Division 3. All of that is to come, and they can't wait to share what's ahead. So I don't think we need to be worried as Division players by that statement. But at the same time, I think there's definitely some layoffs coming, and there's been some replanning on their roadmap. Yeah, interesting. Let me know what you think. Probably going to record this as a video and put it out tomorrow as well. So if you're watching this back on the video, do comment down below your views on that. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We're going to carry on now